Hi there, you're welcome to Joy News Interactive with me, Bernice Abu Beidu. Today on the show, I'm sure you know by now that Dr. Pakwesi Ndum is on Facebook, and that's his major campaign platform. Today, he hopes to have another live interaction with everybody who's willing to hear him. Here on Joy News Interactive, we are finding out from you the questions you'd like him to answer. Also, AFCON 2017, the draw is over. Ghana is in a group that a lot of people think, well, it's quite an easy group, but I'll take your opinion on that. And Throwback Thursday, we are finding out from you if you can remember the first Minister of Education under the Kufuor administration. That is the first one. Here's how to get interactive with us on Facebook. Our name is Joy News on TV, same name. We'll find us on Twitter and Instagram. Alternatively, you can send me a WhatsApp number, a WhatsApp message, on the number 0560 800,000, 0560 800 000. The PPP's flag bearer, Dr. Pakwesi Ndum, was part of 12 aspirants who were disqualified by the EC. Now we know that they've taken the matter to court and they're awaiting judgment on the matter. Meanwhile, Dr. Pakwesi Ndum on Joy FM last week on the Super Morning Show, he stated that he was still going to campaign because the PPP has a lot of parliamentary candidates they're hoping to win the election. But talking about parliamentary candidates, we know that the balloting has gone on and the list is out on how the various parliamentary aspirants would appear on the ballot sheet on election day. Before we talk about that, and I let you see that particular ballot and what it looks like now, let's take a listen to some of you on the questions that you like Dr. Pakwesi Ndum to answer, hopefully when he does his Facebook Live today.
Okay, the questions I'll ask him: which party will he like to support now? Yeah.
And what else?
And what advice did he have for those who remaining flag bearers?
I don't have any question for Papa Pakwesi Ndum because for me, if you ask my opinion, I believe strongly that Pakwesi Ndum should stay back and concentrate on business instead of governance, because he has so much to accomplish instead of going into governance, becoming a president.
Just tell him he should forget about this year's presidential elections and then work things out. Maybe next 4 years he can come back again, if God willing.
But any question on your mind for him?
No.
I will ask him about our, especially the youth progression. Aside that, I will ask Pakwesi Ndum about our currency.
So if you're watching Dr. Pakwesi Ndum, those are some of the questions that people want answered. We'll get more of that here on WhatsApp. And also, some of them didn't really ask questions. They just had some word of advice for the PPP's flag bearer. Now let's get onto Facebook. And today, the balloting for parliamentary aspirants earlier today happened. And let's just take a look of what it is. This is what it will look like on your ballot sheet come December 7 for parliamentary aspirants. The GCPP is number 1, the PPP is number 2, NDC is number 3, the UPP is number 4, MPP 5, NDP 6, UPP, UFP, APC 7, 8, 9, RPD 10, UDSP 11, GFP 12, CPP 13, PNC 14 and DPP 15. Now we know that any person, an independent candidate who wants to go to Parliament will follow after this order, in alphabetical order. So that's it for the parliamentary ballot, what it will look like, the ballot sheet. But Bonti Benjamin says, I'm not, but will use the elephant symbol to educate voters to achieve our target. I'm sure his message was truncated along the line because we really can understand what that is. But Chase Bruce says, what at all are these parties doing here? And he says, what a mess, presidential ballot paper looking like parliamentary ballot paper. Most of these parties noting, well, he thinks they're not going to make it. I think Chase got it wrong. It's actually the parliamentary ballot paper, not the presidential. Nano Wusua Basau says, guys, don't worry for the MPP when you meet your friend in town. Just say, Charlie, give me 5. That's all. That's interesting, isn't it? Mama Bako just says, JM Twasu says, John 3:16 for NDC. It's interesting how we find ways and means to make some of these placements on the ballot sheet really count. I mean, someone in the MPP says, just when you meet an MPP person, just say, Charlie, give me 5. So it means that if you're going to vote for a parliamentary aspirant who is standing on the ticket of the MPP, just say, Charlie, give me 5. And someone is saying John 3:16 for the NDC because the NDCs are number 3 on the parliamentary ballot sheet. Kobe Brown says, NDC 3 is good, JM Twaso. And Kudachi France Joan says, John 3:16 at work. And Frank AJ Jr. Baku says he's asking what mechanism was used in the balloting. And Abron Nomanyako says not at all. And Michael Mensa says too bad. So a lot of your comments coming through on this, and obviously 47 days to the elections, and we expect to have a lot more related to this year's elections. A lot of you have been sending me your comments via WhatsApp, but we'll have to take a quick break. When I come back, I'll take your comments on WhatsApp, and also we'll do a Throwback Thursday. Can you remember the first Minister of Education under Kufuor's first term? We'll be back with more. Many thanks for staying on Joy News Interactive with me, Bernice Abubedu. Now, your comments on the parliamentary ballot sheet and how it's going to look like. This one says, wow, what a ballot. Charlie, give me 5. You forgot to add your name and location. Please remember to do that. This one is from Andrews in Asankregwa. He says, oh, why? And he says it's an issue. Now, I don't know what is an issue for him. This one says, John Mahama keeps saying he can't think far, while his vice also says he can think far. Which one of them do we have to believe? He sighs and says, JM Chasso. This is Joseph from Tadi. And this one says, President Mahama saying I can't think far, his vice saying otherwise. And well, a lot more comments on that particular video. And this one says, Ghana's NDC will go for the 3rd time again, JM Twaso. And that's what someone is interpreting for the NDC placing 3rd on the parliamentary ballot sheet. And this one says that if Papa Kwesi was president, we would have sold Ghana, okay, and you're talking about business or something. Okay, Mubarak, thank you for your comment. And Steve says the PPP man is doing well. His name is Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndum and should have been part of the race. It saddened my heart not to see him on the ballot sheet. Well, for the presidential aspirants, we don't have a ballot sheet yet. This one says all people must look for the elephant only when voting. This is Ora Beidou at the Sibra Pharmacy in Konongo. Well, this one says keep on doing the good work. John is interactive. Okay, from Pittsburgh. Thank you for your comment. This one says Ghana needs peace. We must practice what we preach. This is from Ibrahim at a Sensor Estate in Kumasi. Now, talk about politics. He's speaking about Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndum, his Facebook lives, what you expect him to answer, your questions, your comments. We've also spoken about the ballot sheet of parliamentary aspirants and what it's going to look like come December 7. Let's still stay a little on politics. Now, it's quite interesting. The chief of staff made a statement about Calipo, and for him, he thinks that adults should not be drinking Calipo because it's for children. And a lot of you have been sharing your views about that. Papa Kofi Trinibua Nasiri says a 72-year-old man has been able to drink Calipo and is still strong and healthy, and says a mid or early 50-year-old man drinks only water because there's too much sugar in his system that needs to be dissolved. Okay, so this one says, Mr. Deborah, it's either you tell, and on he goes on about it. Emmanuel Kino Pepper says, for some facts, not politics, in every day before I leave the gym, the sugar I take while training is like taking 5 Calipos, and my blood glucose level is still 100 GMDL. So I don't think taking Calipo has any serious risk on your health. Diabetes is a condition where the amount of glucose in your blood is too high because the body cannot use it properly, on. And a lot of you seem to disagree with the chief of staff on this one. Prince Bank says, I feel sorry for some of you who've allowed yourselves to be poisoned by random people who don't matter, people who know next to nothing. How did this inept mind find himself in the affairs of government? Okay, Nana Jaman Ike says, I thought this guy had, okay, well, Nana Chumesi says, he should give us a break. I'm just trying to make it sound more civil. Says, when did he become a dietitian? If he had any advice, take it to 60-year-old men who still call themselves youth because of young girls. Okay, talks about whiskey and all that. Irresistible Nathaniel Boachi says, all jokes aside, if he is diabetic and can't take sugar, the healthy old men can take sugar. All right, says this country must be taken from the hands of people who cannot rule it. Alexander Uso Asante says, but the NDC party is more dangerous and poisonous than Calipo. Says a group that steals taxpayers' money. Says Ghanaians should stay away from people like that. Here on WhatsApp, this one says the best man for Ghana is Dr. Indum. You're saying Ghana awake. This is Don D in Ukraine. This one says the elephant can be found in the bush, but not on the ballot box or paper. This is Nana Kuto from Alkase or Sinu. And this one says Julius Deborah, well, he goofed on this one. Please remember to add your name and location. This one says, instead of promoting our own made in Ghana products, you see, because of politics, they want to kill that business. You say hashtag change is coming. This is Aura in Konongo. I can see a lot of your messages coming through, but let's move on and let's talk some football. I know there's been a lot of talk about the apathy for the Black Stars lately, but well, AFCON 2017 is coming soon, and yesterday the draw was done. And just take a look at the team. If you could scroll up quickly on Facebook, Ghana finds herself. We have Uganda in our team. We have Egypt in our team as well. But before I come to let you know what that is here on Facebook, before I come to Facebook and let you know, for those of you who may not know Ghana's group as at now, we want out to find out from some people what they think Ghana's chances are in that group.
Oh, there is possibility. You see, in everything you have to believe in yourself. Ghana will only qualify if they are determined. You see, the one thing is, if you determine to win, you win. But if you are thinking of the money alone, you will not get there. We have tried so many ways. Those groups, they are all human beings there. Ghana are also human beings, so I hope they can do well.
I must say Ghana will win.
Why do you say we win?
Well, it's about their hard work and discipline on the field, and their determination. I believe strongly that they can make a headway.
So the chances of Ghana qualify is just 50-50. Because when you look at the World Cup qualification, we have Uganda and then Egypt in the same group. So I think we'll play Egypt in Alexandria before going to the AFCONs. So playing with them before going, they may know their weaknesses and your strength, and they will work on that. Then during the group matches, they can use that one against you. I'm looking at the Black Stars too. You know, this Brazil saga is still affecting them, and I think Ghanaians are not happy with how things are going. But I think it will be a very difficult group for Ghana to qualify out of.
For Ghana, inshallah, Ghana will score 4 goals against our opponents.
For all the matches, 4 goals?
No, I mean we and the first match will score 4 against our opponents.
But we have Egypt, Uganda, and Mali. Strong teams. Do you think we can go?
Yes, I believe in our players. They are competent and they have the skills to play. And inshallah, we'll score 4 goals.
So it's AFCON 2017. We are asking you, what are the chances Ghana has in this particular group? Ghana finds herself in Group D, but let's start from Group A: Gabon, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau. Group B: Algeria, Tunisia, Senegal, and Zimbabwe. And that group has been referred to as the group of death by many. Group C: Cote d'Ivoire, DR Congo, Morocco, Togo. And Group D, where Ghana is, starts with Ghana, Mali, Egypt, and Uganda. So the question is, what are Ghana's chances in this particular group? Well, Krang NS says, I don't think we can qualify this time round because we threw away 2 points on our home soil. You're saying you can't think far. I don't know which particular points you're talking about. But John Baptist says, let's forget about them. They're just going to spend our resources. Well, a lot more apathy. Mahama Bakojo says, we won't qualify. Egypt again, he's asking. People don't care anymore. So happy we will exit at the group stage and no bonus payment. Dembo Manaf says group of death actually, but Ghana can come out of this group on top. Abeko Cransel says, and he exclaims and says it will be difficult. He said he thinks that Ghana would exit at the group stage if they continue bad stuff. I mean, I'm sure he's saying with the way things are going now. Bonti Benjamin again thinks that Ghana's chances are very bright. Prince Nuruddin Baumia says nothing good comes easy. Let's pray for them. Habib Abubakar is actually commenting on all the 4 groups. He says no group is easy. Ahmed Hadi Dini says group of death, but Ghana will sail through. Okay, so for him, he considers Ghana's group a group of death. Osei Owusua Pamela also says it's a group of death, not answering actually the question what Ghana's chances are. Let's get on to WhatsApp, and this one says, with Nielante van der Poel at the helm of affairs, you think that the Black Stars cannot win any match. This is Suki in Wa. This says, we have no hope in the Black Stars anymore, no hope for them again. Well, Nana Koto is sending us that. This one says, Ghana can only qualify from the hands of Egypt, Uganda, and Mali if only politicians take away their selfish interest. Says the best thing they can do is to give the team to the Elmina Sharks coach. Well, interesting. You're watching us live from Poltava, Ukraine. Dondi, thank you so much for joining us. Papanko in Tamale says, with this kind of draw, Ghana should not just waste its money. I'll urge Ghanaians who are die-hard supporters of the Black Stars to go and leave their hearts with the cardiothoracic center at Kolebu before watching them play. Oh, really? All right. Gossi from Tain says, I wish Ghana good luck. This one says, per the rank of the Black Stars now on the continent, they should be ready for any team on the continent. To be a champion, you must beat champions. Ghana all the way to the final. So Yakubu Ibn Chambers from Wale Wale, he actually thinks that the chances of Ghana, oh, they're quite good. And this one says, Ghana will come home early, Egypt all the way. This is from Kenzie. Well, thank you for your message. I can still sense a lot of apathy here. But keep your messages coming. This one says, I pray that we take the cup. I love Ghana. Urabeid is sending us that. And Papayao out of Fanko, you're saying that more like the World Cup qualifying group, Ghana, Uganda, Egypt. But Ghana will sail through. This is Papayao at of Fanco. So it's a Thursday, and obviously Throwback Thursday. So then the question is, if you remember who the first Minister of Education was during the first term of President Kufuor's governance. A lot of interesting answers we are getting here. And on Facebook, Ahmed Hadi Dili says, Christopher Ameya Ekunfi. Jemima Osehachiman says, Chairman, wound to me. Kobe Brown says manifest. Well, some sarcasm over there, isn't it? And Elvis Edu Boating sighs and says, I'm guessing Elizabeth Ohini. Kofi something. Okay. I'm not going to reply to that. Mahama Bakojo says, Oh, it's you, Mahama Bakojo. All right. And Ishaka Daniel says, Awilo Logomba, Abeku Krenso says, I don't even remember. And he's being sarcastic. He's asking if it's a Donko. Okay, and Prince Nudin Baumia says, Professor Christopher Ameya Ekumfi. Krang Enes says, Ameya Ekumfi. Abenyon Salom says, well, that question is too big. And Bright Edupoku says, so Professor Ameya Kufi, he was in JSS 3 by then. A.G. Flo says, Honorable Ameya Kufi. Kojo Sechima is actually asking who cares, but it's actually Throwback Thursday, guys. You can't always be hard on things. Michael Isel says, don't Romani Mahama. I'll say Muswa Pamela. She's just sighing. But the answer actually is Christopher Ameya Okunfi, and a lot of you got it right. And a lot of your comments here on all the things we've been discussing so far. This one says, Nana is coming live on 7th December. Osama from Janga is sending us that. This one says, Nana all the way. The NPP will win this year's election, and you are predicting a 52.4% in favor of the NPP. Anthony from Takrade is sending that. This one says, check all the NDC members before they came to power. They were not well-to-do, but now they're all millionaires. Where did they get their money? Okay, you think that Nanado will jail them. You're saying, God save Ghana. Steve from Zoko says, I'm Kingston, 22 Black Stars. I'm sure it's on the Calipo issue. And the chief of staff saying that, well, old people or grown-ups should stop drinking Calipo because it's actually for children.